Hey everyone, we would like to share our project case study, which is Gamuda garden construction of 2 units of temporary 3-story detached houses.
This is our group team members. Start with Muhammad Akmal Afif bin Yusri, Muhammad Naim bin Mad Amin, Azuana Sartini binti Muhammad and Muhammad Amir Asirif bin Azmi. This is our table of content, which is have 10 sub-topic to presented. Here are the project details. The project was to construct and complete 2 temporary show units, which were 3-story detached houses. The project also included a guardhouse and an administration office. The construction period lasted for 6 months. The developer was Bandar Sarai Development Sendirian Berhad, and the contractor responsible for the construction work was Lim Seng Construction Sendirian Berhad. The total contract value for the project was Ringgit Malaysia 3,400,000. Let's delve into the budgeting principles used for this project, broken down into 4 main stages. First stage or thorough planning process begins with an in-depth analysis and meticulous planning of all project elements to ensure that all potential costs are identified and accounted for. The project commences with a comprehensive scoping exercise aimed at identifying all necessary components, including the reconfiguration of overhead lines. Additionally, by breaking down the project into distinct phases, the costs associated with each item are carefully evaluated and documented. Next are accuracy process. This stages need meticulous planning and detailed analysis of all project components form the basis of accurate cost estimation. By carefully estimating costs, organizations can anticipate potential expenses and allocate resources accordingly. Utilizing historical data from similar projects grounds these estimates in practical experience. Involving experts to validate cost estimates ensures accuracy and reliability, drawing on their specialized knowledge and experience. The next stage is flexibility. This principle ensures the project can adapt to unforeseen expenses or changes in scope by incorporating contingency funds within the budget. Regular budget reviews are conducted to assess the financial status and make necessary adjustments in response to changing circumstances. This helps the project remain financially stable despite unexpected costs. Next the final stage is monitoring involves continuously managing the budget to ensure expenses stay within established limits. Real-time tracking systems allow for quick identification of variances and prompt corrective actions. Consistent comparison of actual expenses with budgeted amounts helps detect discrepancies and swiftly implement corrective measures. Now, let's discuss the budgeting tools used for this project. There are 2 primary tools implemented for this purpose. LHS Sendirian Berhad uses Excel for detailed budgeting to create comprehensive budgets, track expenses, and perform calculations. This approach, which categorizes all costs, allows for easy management and monitoring of expenses, ensuring effective financial oversight and resource allocation, thus enhancing operational efficiency. LHS Sendirian Berhad also utilizes Microsoft Project to plan and organize tasks, schedule activities, and track project progress. This method simplifies project management and aids in the identification and resolution of any issues that arise. This project uses a top-down budgeting approach. Senior management at LHS Sendirian Berhad sets the overall budget and allocates funds based on strategic goals and priorities, including revenue targets, cost-saving measures, and investment priorities. They consistently monitor the budget to ensure alignment with these goals, conducting regular reviews and adjustments as needed. Additionally, feedback from project managers and team members is incorporated to refine budget allocations and address any unforeseen expenses or changes in project scope. Next, let's discuss the budgeting technique used for this project, which follows an incremental budgeting approach, consisting of 4 stages. Budget review. LHS Sendirian Berhad reviewed previous projects to understand the allocations and expenditures for the current project. Next is the changes stage. LHS Sendirian Berhad identified any adjustments needed for the new budget period. This process included accounting for inflation, changes in project scope, updated material costs, and adjustments in labor rates. For increments, necessary incremental adjustments were made to the base budget. This process involved either increasing or decreasing specific budget items based on the identified changes. Lastly, during the implementation stage, the adjusted budget was reviewed and approved by LHS Sendirian Berhad senior management before it was put into action. LHS Sendirian Berhad employs several best practices in budgetary control to ensure efficient financial management and successful project outcomes. One key practice is detailed initial planning and cost estimation, which involves breaking down the project into detailed components, such as equipment procurement and overhead line reconfiguration, and providing precise cost estimates for each. Another crucial practice is regular monitoring, utilizing continuous monitoring and real-time tracking systems to compare actual expenditures with budgeted amounts, identify variances, and facilitate prompt corrective actions. Transparency is also maintained through consistent financial reporting and meticulous documentation of all budgetary decisions, ensuring all parties are informed about the financial status and resource allocation. Next, flexibility is incorporated to accommodate unforeseen expenses or changes in project scope by including contingency funds and conducting regular budget reviews for necessary adjustments. Lastly, analysis involves performing regular variance analysis to compare actual costs with budgeted amounts, identify discrepancies, and address them to keep the project financially on track. These practices collectively support effective financial oversight and resource allocation throughout the project's lifecycle. LHS Sendirian Berhad secures funding for its construction projects through two primary sources. Firstly, the company leverages its own financial resources, generated from various projects. This self-sustaining approach emphasizes the company's strong financial health and independence, enabling effective fund management without external dependencies. By utilizing returns from its diverse project portfolio, LHS Sendirian Berhad maintains a steady capital flow, crucial for the continuity and quality of its construction activities. This method ensures financial stability and prudent fiscal management, optimizing resource use for project success and long-term growth. Secondly, LHS Sendirian Berhad has established a strategic partnership with UOB Bank to access external funding. Through credit facilities provided by UOB Bank, the company acquires additional financial resources necessary for its projects. This partnership allows for effective cash flow management, addressing funding gaps, and ensuring timely project execution. The collaboration with UOB Bank enhances the company's financial flexibility and showcases its creditworthiness and ability to attract reliable financial support. Next slide. One budgeting problem faced was cost fluctuations. During the project, which spanned from December 2019 to March 2021, LHS Sendirian Berhad experienced a 2% increase in construction costs due to changes in material prices, labor costs, and unforeseen challenges. Secondly, LHS Sendirian Berhad encountered changes in design and specifications. The client's requested revisions required additional work, impacting the initial project cost. These changes were driven by client instructions, regulatory compliance, and other factors. Consequently, the final cost for the additional work totaled Ringgit Malaysia 141,970. This adjustment highlights the importance of flexibility and adaptability in project management, demonstrating how changes in project scope can influence overall costs. Next, we discuss the final decisions taken by the project. Firstly, contingency allocation is essential to ensure financial coverage for unforeseen expenses. Allocating 5% of the total construction cost specifically for contingencies serves as a financial buffer to address unexpected costs that may arise during the project's lifecycle. This portion of the budget helps LHS Sendirian Berhad manage risks and maintain project stability, ensuring that the overall financial integrity of the project is preserved, even in the face of unexpected challenges. The contingency fund will cover cost inflation and additional costs due to design changes. Secondly, it is crucial to minimize and control expenses. By engaging in negotiations with subcontractors and suppliers, LHS Sendirian Berhad aims to reduce costs without compromising work quality. These discussions help maintain the budget and ensure that any potential cost savings are realized. This strategic approach contributes to the project's overall financial health and success. In conclusion, the construction of two bungalow show units by Lim Hu Seng Construction Sendirian Berhad demonstrates the effective application of comprehensive budgeting principles and techniques. Utilizing a top-down approach ensures centralized control over financial decisions, facilitating strategic resource allocation in alignment with project goals. This approach streamlines the budgeting process, allowing close monitoring and efficient management of the project's financial health. Through these practices, the project achieves a balance between quality, cost control, and timely completion, underscoring the company's commitment to excellence and financial discipline. That's all for our case study sharing. Thank you for your attention and time.